into something that's got me really curious, the Pune Metro system in India.
Always a fascinating topic,
Thanks.
especially with all the developments lately.
Yeah, especially because we've got some interesting data points here. On one hand, you've got reports showing a dip in ridership and income over the last 3 months.
Right, that definitely caught my eye.
But then you've also got this figure floating around that daily ridership actually exceeded 90,000 at some point. So we've got this kind of contradictory picture, right?
It does seem like a bit of a puzzle, doesn't it?
It does. So our mission today in this deep dive is to try to make sense of what's going on with the Pune Metro, where it stands now, where it's headed, how it's fitting into Pune as a city.
I think that's a great goal. Connectivity is such a key theme here.
Yeah, exactly. So let's start with those ridership numbers. What do you make of that dip over the last 3 months?
Well, there could be a few things at play. Maybe some seasonal variations in travel patterns.
Right, makes sense.
Or, maybe it's got something to do with all the ongoing construction.
Oh, yeah, of course. Disruptions to commutes and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It could be pushing people away from the metro temporarily, but then you look at that 90,000 daily riders figure, and it shows you the potential is there.
Right, it's there when things are running smoothly. Okay, so we've got this little mystery to unpack there. But one thing that really points to, I think, the long-term vision for the Pune Metro is what's happening at Deccan Station.
Oh, absolutely. That's a game changer.
They just started, just recently, on April 5th, 2025, started putting up the steel girders for that massive pedestrian bridge.
At FOB.
Right, FOB. And it's not just any pedestrian bridge. This thing is going to be iconic.
Yeah, they're really playing up the aesthetic of it. It's meant to connect the elevated Deccan Station on the Aqua Line directly into the historic Peth areas. So you're talking about linking the modern metro right into the heart of the old city.
That's a pretty powerful symbol, isn't it?
It is. You're literally bridging the past and present.
And they're talking about it becoming a landmark in its own right, maybe even a tourist attraction.
I could see that happening. It's quite striking.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty impressive. It makes me wonder how that improved access is going to change things for businesses and residents in the Peth areas.
Right. Are we going to see more foot traffic? A revitalization, perhaps?
Yeah, definitely something to watch. And it's interesting, even the design of the Deccan Station itself, it's inspired by Shivaji Maharaj's Mavala Pagadi.
Oh, right. I read about that.
Which is a kind of, headgear, turban. So there's this conscious effort, it seems, to blend the modern with the local heritage.
Weaving it all together.
Yeah.
But the connectivity at Deccan doesn't stop there, does it?
No, not at all. There's already that skywalk connecting to the JM Road PMPML bus stop.
Yeah, the PMPML, that's Pune's public bus transport, right?
Exactly. So that's a really crucial connection for a lot of commuters. And then there are plans for another skywalk coming from Good Luck Chalk on FC Road.
Wow, so it's becoming a real hub.
Yeah, definitely. And remember, we talked about those 2-foot overbridges that were almost finished last year in March 2024 that connect the Riverside metro stations, Deccan Gymkhana and Chhatrapati Sambhaji Garden, over to JM Road as well.
Oh, right, yeah, more pedestrian access. So they're really putting a lot of effort into making this area easy to navigate on foot.
Right, multiple layers of connectivity. Okay, so lots going on around Deccan, but let's zoom out a bit. Talk about the Pune Metro network as a whole. What's the big picture here?
Well, the plan is for a total of 66.27 kilometers of track across 3 lines.
Okay, wow. And where are they now with that?
As of November 2024, they had almost 33 kilometers operational already. So that's the purple line, which runs partly elevated, partly underground from PCMC Pavan to Swargate.
Okay.
And then you've got the Aqua Line, which is fully elevated, running from Banaz to Ramwadi.
Got it. And so what about the third line?
That's line 3. It's going to be called the Pune Metro. And that's the one that's really going to be the game changer.
Oh, why is that?
Well, it's going to run from Hinjawadi to Civil Court. And it'll have this crucial interchange at the District Court Station, which will connect all 3 lines. So you'll finally have this interconnected network effect.
Okay, so that's when it all really starts to click.
Exactly. And it's a joint project between Mahametro and PMRDA. So it shows you there's this unified approach to developing the city's transit system.
Yeah, that's great. And they're not stopping there, are they? They've got even more routes that are being planned and approved.
Oh yeah, they're already looking ahead. There are new routes planned to reach areas like Kadakwasla, Karadi, Nalstop, and Manikbag. So the network is only going to grow.
So really cementing Pune's identity as a true metro city.
Right. It's evolving. And I think it's important to remember the context here. Pune is already a pretty significant city, right? I mean, it's known as the cultural capital of Maharashtra.
Yeah, and the Oxford of the East as well.
Exactly. So it's a major economic hub, and you've got this blend of historical charm and modern development. The real estate market is booming there.
Yeah, it's a really dynamic place. So to wrap up, what we're seeing is, on the one hand, this iconic bridge aiming to bridge the old and new parts of Pune, literally and figuratively.
Right, symbolically and practically.
Yeah, and then you've got this ever-expanding metro network designed to connect the entire city, and all of this happening within this vibrant, historically rich urban environment.
I think it paints a pretty exciting picture, doesn't it?
It does, but it brings us back to those ridership figures we started with. You know, you've got those contrasting trends, and then you've got these huge investments in infrastructure like this Deccan FOB. So it really makes you think, what's the long-term vision here? How is all of this going to shape not just how people move around, but the city's identity itself, how it's perceived by residents and visitors alike? That's the big question, I think.
It is. I don't think there's an easy answer, but it's something worth pondering.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining me.